in 20 seconds.
Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible. Okay, yeah. So we'll just start in a couple of minutes. And if you know anyone who's supposed to join, please ask them to do so. We'll just start in a minute now. I hope the screen is visible. Okay, yeah. So we'll just start in 1 minute. Okay. So we start now. Okay, so good morning, everyone. As you know, this webinar is, just to guide you on a weekly setup, how the market is poised, which sectors can likely perform, and which sectors we should avoid or sell, or create shorts or create long. So this is the, overall texture of this webinar. So with me, we'll also have our head advisory, Vikram Kasit, who will speak on the macro events and also will guide you on the actionable ideas. So from derivative desk, I'll start now. So this is, a short note on daily basis that everybody, I'm sure, gets in the groups, in Telegrams, in WhatsApp. This shows, how the weekly setup is for, Nifty and Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, of course, we'll talk about the monthly, but Nifty will talk both on monthly and weekly. So if you see CE writers, the call writers for both monthly and weekly, they're placed at 24,000, and put writers on weekly, they're placed on 22,500 and monthly 23,000. ये जो वीकली का एक नोट होता है, ये डेली का नोट होता है जो हर मॉर्निंग में आपको शेयर किया जाता है व्हाट्सएप या टेलीग्राम चैनल्स में। आप इसमें देख सकते हैं कि ये निफ्टी का एक ओवरऑल सेटअप समझाता है, जहाँ पे वीकली में आप देखेंगे और मंथली दोनों में कॉल राइटर्स 24,000 में प्लेस्ड हैं, और पुट राइटर्स वीकली में 22,500 और मंथली में 23,000 पे प्लेस्ड है। Likewise, Bank Nifty, call writers placed at 52,000 and put writers placed at 49,000. So what does it indicate? That the setup on a broader basis is in between 49,000 to 52,000 for Bank Nifty, and Nifty in between 23,000 to 24,000. So this is a broader range. अगर हम इसको थोड़ा सा और confide करके will talk about the trading range, then we see that Bank Nifty has a trading range of 49,000 to 51,500, and Bank Nifty stays in between 23,200 से लेके 23,800. तो ये थोड़ा सा confined range है. So this comes every morning. I'm sure everybody is aware of it. So the next slide also we get every morning here, where we highlight the FIS data, where we mention, future index today. As of today, sentiment, they are sellers in future index and buyers in option index and buyers in future stock. So what this indicates is that individual stocks will outperform likely today, and index might be range bound also for the session, or might be little negative also. So for today, the focus should be only on individual stocks rather than index. आज का फोकस इंडिविजुअल स्टॉक्स में ज्यादा रहेगा rather than इंडेक्स, इस पे आपको ध्यान देना है। और एक छोटा सा जिस्ट होता है जहाँ पे ऑन डेली बेसिस वी राइट कि कहाँ पे लॉन्ग बिल्टअप्स है, कहाँ पे शॉर्ट बिल्टअप है, कहाँ पे शॉर्ट कवरिंग है, कौन से स्टॉक्स में लॉन्ग अनवाइंडिंग है। तो दिस कम्स एवरी मॉर्निंग, और ये एक रिपोर्ट आपको आता है अराउंड 10-11 बजे एवरी डे हमारे डेस्क से, जहाँ पे हम लोग प्लेस करते हैं कि 10 या 11 बजे के अराउंड कौन से स्टॉक्स में सबसे ज्यादा मूवमेंट है। The stocks that are very active in between 10 to 11, this is one pager we sent across every day, which highlights the active stock futures and also mentions where are the call writers placed and where are the highest put writers placed. So if you look at, let's say, Cummins, you see the highest call writers at 3,000 and put writers at 2,900, and the stock is placed at 2,958. So this means that, the range is in between this. So at that point of time, this is how the stocks are placing, and these are the most active futures we are talking about. So these gives you a rough idea about how the setup is going on for the market. So this is the main thing. So if you talk about monthly and weekly setup, these sectors, this is how the sector outlook is. So if we look at on monthly, we saw very strong open interest on the long side would be chemicals, pharma, finance, metals, IT, and the new age stocks. And on weekly, when we come down, we narrow it down, we see that long still continues in pharma, chemicals, metals, and IT. So these four sectors would be very aggressive for us for this week as well. We have to focus there. तो सेक्टर्स कौन से आपको यहाँ पे फोकस करने ये वीक में हो जाएगा? केमिकल्स, फार्मा, आप मेटल्स में और आईटी पे ध्यान दे सकते हैं. और शॉर्ट साइड में यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन टेक्सटाइल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बिकॉज ऑन वीकली एंड मंथली बोथ दे शो signs of negativity. So the weak sectors would be infra and textiles for this week. So in this, we have to find out, which stocks can actually have potential on the downside and the long side. So textiles, if they're talking about, we see that the setup is negative. So we have trend, we have Page Industries that looking very weak also on weekly and monthly basis. So those two counters can be focused for a good sell. And also like infra, we are talking, then NCC is definitely looking weak. And Godrej Properties also is looking little weak on this side. So we'll focus on sell side for those stocks. For longs, we have absolute longs in Chambal Fertilizers, UPL, we have longs in Ipca Lab, we have longs in Abbott, DV's Lab, Lotus Lab, and short covering very strongly. It is visible in all the metal counters, be it Jindal Steel, be it Tata Steel. So such counters we have to focus on the long side. So this is how usually the setup is for the week. So this is from my end. Now we'll continue with Vikram talking about his stocks.
Good morning, everyone. So we'll discuss about the latest event first. So there was the Delhi election result, which was announced on Saturday, with the BJP winning the state for the first time in 26 years, significantly beating the Aam Aadmi Party on a strong turnout of 60.4%. The BJP won 48 seats versus the AAP's 22 seats. Although state election results can be fickle, the fact that the Congress won none of the 70 seats, the state seats, it's remarkable and continue to demonstrate the lack of an effective nationwide alternative party. Furthermore, this is the third state election victory of the BJP post the 2024 national elections, comprisingly refuting the narrative that Modi and the BJP's popularity is on the wane. The BJP's seat count in all the three states was the highest ever. Finally, this election result concludes a week where we have seen an unexpectedly pro-growth budget, followed by the first interest rate cut of this cycle from the RBI. So this, in our view, represents a clear trifecta of a positive sentiment over the last few days. So that was the trigger from the local. And as everyone would be aware, in the morning, again, that Trump had imposed a tariff. Possibly it will impact of 25% levy on steel and aluminum. So I feel in India, the major impact would be not there on any of the companies, and vice versa. I feel it will be positive on Hindalco because the subsidiary Novelis can be positively impacted from the same. And one more stock, there's JSW Steel, which has around 8 to 10% of the revenue coming from outside India. So roughly 80% of this is produced in India. So no major impact on, so basically on the steel sector, and the positive on Hindalco. One of the sector which I would like to highlight, and I will give you some of the trading bets for the week also. So one, I would clearly say there is a big event which no one is covering as of now, which is MSCI. So MSCI will announce the buying and the selling stocks tomorrow. or like that is 11th late evening, and which would get effect over there in us on the 12th. So one of the clear stock in the MSCI list, which I see probably would be coming with the good buying, is IndusInd Bank. So everyone should focus on the IndusInd Bank for the week. And other stock, the stock name, the volumes are really great in the stock. So we have opportunity to buy today and tomorrow. The stock name is Ola, and this will also come in the huge buying list in the MSCI. And but the results were bad. The stocks will get sell off in the today or tomorrow. So you will get the option to buy in the dips today and tomorrow, and you can get a decent result and decent trade in the week. So kindly focus on Ola and IndusInd Bank. So apart from this, there is one more news. So NBP, which has fall by 8.15%, which is life insurance new business premiums in India have fallen by 8.15% to rupees 3825 crore in January 2025 compared to the same period last year. So this decline is largely attributed to drop in the premiums from the LIC, which fell by 13.89% year on year. So private life insurance, on the other hand, they reported a relatively modest decline of 0.3% year on year in MBP. Some notable performance in the private sector include HDFC Life, which posted a 25.47% year on year growth, and ICICI Pru, which saw a 13.61% increase. So I feel the two stocks for the week would be HDFC Life and ICICI Pru Life. And apart from this, there are many stocks which we feel should be positive or should be on a positive note, and they have some news or volumes going on. So one is Hyundai Motors, which we feel it's a good time to look on. Aarti Pharma commentary was really good. On the fertilizer sector, I feel Shilpa also like the same. So one is Chambal Fertilizer, and apart from that, we have in pharma Dr. Reddy and Voltas, which is looking good in the week time from here on. So we'll open the gates for the question. So what exactly has happened in the Trump? Why the Nifty is reacting this way? Because the investors all across global, they have reacted by pushing the dollar higher, with its dollar index firm at 108.26. The euro dipped 0.1%, while the trade exposed Australia dollar fell by 0.2% in the morning. So dollar gained on the yen also. So more like broadly, the MSCI broadcast index of Asia Pacific shares outside Japan is 0.3%. That's why the Nifty is not showing the colors as of the Delhi election results and all. So let's start with the questions. What questions you have in mind? So we will just quickly give you broadly answers on that.
Okay, one by one, please. And if we miss out on any of your stocks, don't worry. We'll definitely cover it up. You can email us, or you can join our Telegram channel or advisory desk group, and we'll guide you there. Okay, SBI. Why is SBI falling? SBI is falling due to results or not, I don't know. But the result, I mean, the support is at 720, 740 levels. So definitely you can have a look at that.
So yeah, the results have disappointed. The margins disappointed in the SBI, which remain a key monitorable. So core PPOP missed due to lower NIM fees but higher OPEX. So lower NIM for FY 25, 26, 27E was there.
Okay, advisory desk link will definitely share with you. Can auto sector be invested? Ashok Leyland and Tata Motors? Yes, of course, they're very good, very favorable risk reward. Kotak Bank also, we have given a hero zero bet of 2000 call. I believe that, there's still time for this series to play out, and they should do good in a couple of days.
So defense stocks will be on focus. So there is an Aero India show in Bangalore, which will showcase of our defense. All the companies will be on the showcase over there. Modi is himself going out there in Bangalore. So yeah, defense stocks will be on the focus.
The Polycab sell call is already over. We have booked handsome gains in the put. Trend, it is falling. I can't say about the macro news, but on charts and on weekly setup, we discussed today also, it is weak. OMC like IOC, okay, you can have a wait and watch in OMC right now. Okay, so Agility India 5,000 shares at 40.
Yeah, so the 1 year target would be around 60 plus on Sagility. Sumit.
Okay, Adani Ports, yes, Ports is also well placed. You can stay long in your trade.
Karthik Coal India looks really good. It's trading at a very low PE right, as of now, and the dividend yield is also good. So buy for a 1 year kind of a time frame.
Okay, many have asked why there was a 15-minute spike in Kotak Bank. Vikram, can you
So
help?
Kotak, there is possibility that they will get the approval for the credit cards very soon. So that's why every Friday they have a buying spree in the stock, and like every Friday they assume that RBI will give the green signal. So that's why. View on IndusInd Bank is very clear. Buy.
The Astral is not that great right now. Astral above 1520 becomes a buy. Otherwise, it is a sell candidate. Exide, I'll just see. Yes, Exide is definitely okay, but support should come at around 360. So that should be a stop loss.
One of the stock which looks really good is Aurobindo Pharma. The current market price is 1192. Our target price is 1510. So after the result and the con call, we have got to know that the margins are to improve from here on. It's at an attractive valuation of 8x EV by EBITDA and 14x PE on FY27E. So we have upgraded the stock from accumulate to buy with a target price of 1510 on Aurobindo Pharma.
Yes, ICICI Bank is good. Hold with stop loss of 1220. It should be okay. Asian Paint, I would ask to avoid right now. NCC, we've discussed, it is on the weaker side, so we're not doing. Delivery with the stop loss of 300, you can stay long. PVR is on the short covering, you can definitely focus on that. HUL, okay, if market is defensive, you should be there in HUL. HUL keep a stop loss of 2200 for positional. Chola Finance is also very strong. Finance and NBFCs are still looking very set to outperform. Dixon, okay, Dixon, I'll just share. Okay, Dixon, yes, a stop loss of 14,800 should work, and you can stay for long till 16,000.
So one of the thing is Nifty has made a low of 23,443 on Friday. So keep that as a stop loss as of now in the near term. And the high of 23,710 and 23,800 would be the resistance.
Any pick from Adani Ports?
Adani Ports would be one of the best.
SRF and Navin Fluorine, yes, they're looking good. Like we said, chemicals is looking strong. Consumer stocks. Consumer, you can focus on autos right now. Auto is looking well placed for consumer,
M&M and Ashok Leyland would do really good from here on.
Stock for this week, we've already discussed. Apollo Hospital above 7,000 only will be on the long side. Okay, any other sector? See, stock of the week, Sachin, we are not discussing anything as particular. We have discussed few sectors and few stocks to focus, like, from Vikram went, say, Hindalco, he's very bullish outrightly there. An MSCI event he's covered, and where he's focusing on IndusInd Bank. From derivatives data point, you can focus on sectors like chemicals, pharma on the long side, and short side, you can focus on infra and textiles. Power sector, I believe, we should avoid right now because power sectors are not seeing any sort of very aggressive move. IndusInd Bank target stop loss, will give it accordingly when, we have some calls there. But for a year perspective, it is a very strong positional investment buy. SBI keep a stop loss of 720. So anything that we missed, don't worry. You can definitely, join us in PL derivatives channel on Telegram and advisory group if you want. Please email your request, and Vikram is the person who will approve your entry into the advisory group. And any query, any suggestion, or anything you want, you can definitely email us. We have shared. Hoodco, keep a stop loss of 200 and stay long. Okay, so we will be closing the session right now. And I hope everybody is benefiting from our morning sessions. If yes, please do, pour in your suggestions and feedbacks. And we'll again see you next week. Thank you.